Two beautiful islands with charm, history, and incredible beaches. But what does it really cost to live here? Today I'm breaking down the numbers between St. Simon's Island, Georgia versus Amelia Island, Florida. I'm Ganten Kirby. I live right here on St. Simon's, so I know firsthand what the day-to-day life costs are. So let's dig in. Housing, taxes, insurance, groceries, everything you need to know. Let's talk location and lifestyle. St. Simon's Island, part of Georgia's Golden Isles, has a historic, small-town, community-driven feel. Neighbors know each other. It's casual, cozy, and community-driven. Amelia Island, just across the Florida border, has a more upscale vibe. It's known as the Isle of Eight Flags. It's full of festivals and events. And it's closer to Jacksonville for all the big city conveniences. Both are fantastic, but the costs do vary. Now let's talk housing costs. On St. Simon's, depending on what you're looking for, whether it be a condo or a single family, you can be anywhere from the low 300s all the way to the $3 to $4 million price point. If you want to be further on the north end, the prices will trend a little lower. As the farther you go south and the closer you get to the beach, the prices will naturally increase some. Compared to Amelia, it's actually pretty similar. When you're farther off the beach, the prices will be lower, and when you get closer to the beach, the prices will be higher. Compared to St. Simon's, Amelia is honestly pretty similar. As of July 2025, the median price point there was in the low 600s. And if you're just looking to test the waters to figure out if you want to do Amelia or St. Simon's and you plan to rent, you're going to be looking about the same price point in each location. With a single family on St. Simon's, you'll be in the $3,000 range and be very, very similar on Amelia. So now for everyone's favorite subject, let's talk taxes. Property taxes run around 0.66% in Glenn County and around 0.73% in Nassau County. Not a huge difference. Where it does change is state income tax. While in Georgia you do have to pay income tax, one big perk of moving to Florida is there is zero income tax. Good for them. That's a big perk for Florida, at least until we talk insurance. Insurance cost. Here's the hidden cost most people don't see coming. Insurance. In Georgia, overall, homeowners insurance averages around $2,000. Now on the coast, it will be a little higher. However, when you compare that to Florida at around $8,700 annually, you can see there's a big difference. So even though they don't have to pay taxes, the insurance cost sometimes will offset that. All right, now let's talk everyday expenses. Both islands sit around 7% sales tax. If you're thinking about groceries and dining, you will end up paying a little bit more in Amelia, just a little bit more of that resort vibe. And you can also find expensive options on the St. Simon's. And I have seen the food prices go up here some recently as well, but we're still just a little bit below where they are. Utilities and transportation are pretty much the same. Both are car dependent, but hey, that's why we live on an island. Grab the bike. Lifestyle and value. If you want luxury dining, more events, and the perk of no state income tax, then Amelia will deliver. But if you're looking for that lower price to own, St. Simon's delivers. We're probably going to be a little bit lower on housing and definitely lower on insurance. For many buyers, St. Simon's offers that coastal beach lifestyle with less long-term cost. So for a quick recap, St. Simon's will have lower property taxes, lower insurance, and really that small town feel. Compared to Amelia, which will have more festivals, more events, and you're closer to Jacksonville. And the downside for both is coastal living insurance just costs more. It's just a fact of life. So which would you pick, St. Simon's or Amelia Island? Drop your comments below.